welcome back to the channel. This is Kitten 7770 back with another episode of my Escape from Mars scenario series. Last episode, I neutralized that base. It's no longer a threat to me anymore. And I've got the time and don't have anything coming at me, so I might as well work on watermelon a little bit. I'm not going to show you me grinding down the blockade, so I'll skip over that. I will be picking up the batteries from the blockade though. Just gotta clear my inventory. Did I fill my cargo? Let me see what's going on with my cargo system. No, it's not full. I don't know why my stuff isn't transferring in. Odd. Did something go screwy with Izzy's? Oof. 1 gram of nickel. Though, with all the heavy armor that's on that base, I think my nickel problems will be solved for the time being. Want to move this assembler at some point. I also want to move the med bay at some point. I'll check Izzy's real quick to see if anything's messed up with it. Let's see. Ores, ingots, components is almost full. Tools is almost full. Wow, got a lot of ammo. And bottles is almost full, but nothing's completely full. So why is nothing transferring? Ow. Technically that didn't hurt. Alright. I've got everything ground away from that battery. I will need Sprout, of course, to carry it. And a few armor blocks. Nope. My controls are still messed up for me playing Planet Crafter. Unfortunately, my computer is not able to handle the game all that well. My computer can run it, but I'm getting like 15 to 20 frames a second, if that. So I'm probably not going to show it until I get a better computer setup. I found out my computer is, the hard drive is beginning to die on it, so I'm like, uh-oh. Yeah. Got problems over here. Got so much stuff to grind down. All the transports that I've neutralized, the base, the blockade. I might pop over to see what that station has. I still don't even know how it spawned. The economy was turned off when that thing spawned. Interesting. Alright. I forgot if this thing was... If I probably want this... Do I want auto lock on or off? Probably on. What could go wrong if it's on? Though I might regret asking that question. Just gotta maneuver it into position. Did I just blow my drill up? I did. I should never have asked that question. Well, let's get this landed before something else explodes. Alright, land. God! What? Oh, the handrail. I just blew up the handrail. Yep. Doesn't look like any other part of Sprout's damaged. How come the drill blew up and not the armor blocks over there? Oh well. Guess that's the difference between large grid and small. Don't really need a large grid drill. You know what? I think I'll paint it in a different color to show I've repaired it. It's also a different armor texture. I believe I used carbon fiber for most of the Sprouts build. Alright. I'll have to fix this in a moment. Right now, the assembler is just in a bad spot, and because of the closeness to Sprout, I can't put another module on it. That's why I want to move it, or move Sprout to a different location. Might mull that idea over a bit. Wait, what was that? When did I put an event controller on Sprout? And why have I not used it? Alright. I'm gonna move Sprout forward since I'm done with this current location. At least a little closer to the wrecks I have over here. What's that white speck off to the left? Something's right there. Or is that just a glitch with the pixels? Nope, it's something. I'll park and see what it is. Though it looks like it's only armor. And a sandstorm hit. Dropping my video quality to next to nothing. And yes, that was just a couple of blocks of armor to the side. See what I mean by it's just flat? I mean, flat is probably good for the turrets, though
Energy
I could break it
low.
up with some windows. That's what I could do. For right now, though, I want to repair what I broke and possibly finalize the rails here. Since I know these rails are going to be here, and I like them here, I might as well just finish off the welding of them. Oh, that's right, I was thinking about maybe glassing in the elevator. Though, it's not really an option, because I can't... Where the pistons are at, I can't really glass that area in due to the pistons. Oh well. Alright, I cut out most of what that storm was doing because it was doing bad stuff to the audio. Still having inventory issues where I can't put anything away using the shortcut.
Energy critical.
Yes, Mabel, I know about my energy. I'll get it in a bit. I just painted the elevator. Why is this so hard to paint? probably recharge my energy before I do anything else. I was also thinking of maybe doing the caution striping by the edge of the elevator, though there's a problem with it not lining up perfectly. I could also just do not really yellow, maybe a watermelon. No, but that's I should really do something to caution that there's a step there. First I'll fix my mistakes, then I'll work on getting the windows installed, so I'm pretty set on those. Or, no, not yet. I want to finish the rails here. The safety railing is at least something to warn that there's a step there. I have another mag plate over here for when I get the other battery from the ambush spot. I'm gonna weld up the armor by the front a bit, since I know that this will be armor. I'll still trying to work on a shape for the front of watermelon. Probably want to go more rounded than pointed. So the area I'm currently standing on, I want to make this a new med bay area. I'm not sure if I'll get around to that this episode, but I at least have a plan for it. Unfortunately, this side is the one side I want to put, you know, like the kitchen and stuff. Though I'll have to find a place to move Harpy to. I don't really know where I'll move Harpy to. I was thinking of moving Sprout between these solar panels. Not sure what I'd want to do here yet. Though I should stop myself from going to this cargo container by welding these blocks up. That way I'm not awkwardly and accidentally painting the floor. I'm leaving these areas unwelded since when I remove those solar panels, I'll have a better idea to see what's going on down below. Put the window next to the screens on either side. If I do the reinforced window? No, I'll do the 2x3 window. Lining it up is going to be the issue with either side. I want to make sure it's plumb with one another. In fact, I might do 2 layers of glass. I'll do 1 for right now and see how that looks.
Convoy dispatched. Delivery 2338.
I'm not putting the phantom part of the glass block facing outwards because I don't want to block the line of sight for the turrets in the back. This is what I mean by it's going to be difficult to set up. Okay, I'm off by 1 block. Okay, that should be good. This does two purposes. It breaks up the solid armor on the side. It also allows more light to come through. Well, when it's daylight. I was thinking of maybe doing airtight hangar doors on the sides for the smaller ships to get out. Though, if I do, it would be a bit of a stretch to do it in the back. I would need to completely work around where to move the assembler. I know the med bay is going to go up front to the left. The assembler, I might do overhead in the middle at some point. Though to do that, I need to get I need to get Endeavor back up on the lift so I could see the height difference from where I put the assembler from where Endeavor's at. A more ideal spot would be to put the assembler somewhere down below so it's protected. It's not really an option right now since there's a large cargo container front and rear with the elevator shaft in the middle. I'm gonna have to move it at some point.
Energy low.
Though for right now, the side armor's looking nice. This protects the... Now this will protect the hydrogen tanks from either side. Just the front and the back, well, front, back, and top to worry about now. Still, I should break up this wall a bit more. At least on the inside, if not the outside.
Energy critical.
I should charge so Mabel stops bothering me. Alright. I'm gonna add some corner lights. It will also give me a point to fix the second layer of the window. Probably 2 lights per window, with a gap in the middle where the window goes. And I'll make that watermelon colored since it's on the inside. It will provide light and an attachment point. Oh, I could also make the inside window watermelon colored. At least on this side it will have an extra attachment point from the armor block. I have only a portion of the evidence. I still need to get the rest of the evidence. I think it's coming together quite nicely. Still have to work on the ceiling of Watermelon though. I know the solar panels are going to go up there at some point. And possibly airtight hangar doors. So yeah, if I do airtight hangar doors above where the elevator's at, I can then fly ships out through the top of the elevator shaft as well. That seems to be a better idea than I had with flying everything out the back. Of course, we'll have to set everything up on a remote. Shouldn't be too difficult. Now then, what range can I set these to without them bleeding through the floor? We'll start with 5 meters. And let's do 3.5 for the intensity. I like my lights fairly bright. They're on the floor.
Convoy arrives.
So long as they don't bleed through the floor, they're fine. Nice. Yeah, that will work. Those are set up nicely. Now then, this back rail. Probably want to put some more armor back here. The rails have been set there for a while, though, since I want to enclose this area as much as possible, I'm thinking the half window blocks for back here. Or the reinforced window blocks. These ones down here. Yeah, the half windows. Yep, another sandstorm. I'll also need the parts for these. They will be white in memory of the rails. At least I have the correct window.
Convoy dispatch.
I just need to...
Delivery X5298. ETA 35.
I'm hoping the more complete Watermelon becomes, the less wind noise I'll have from the storms. Nope, other one. Oh, that made the wind, that's already made the wind quieter. Though once I leave this area, it's going to be blasting. I'll do a little comparison. Nice and quiet here. A little noisy away from the glass. The blocks are fighting for dominance in the floor right there. Oh yeah, much noisier up here. So, floor and walls. Here's without any protection. Very noisy. Between, well, okay, the wall only gives about 3 blocks out of protection. Then it gets noisy again. So I'm gonna need at least to get a roof on this thing to really reduce the sound of the wind. Ah, boy. Still, It is much quieter. It's also very dark back here. I'm thinking more lights. And hopefully I won't run into the issue of flickering lights in Space Engineers. If you get too many lights, the lights kind of flicker, or they don't all show. Did they fix that in the past? I think they might have fixed that already, actually. It's been a while since I've built something with a lot of lights. Just want to make sure I name these so I don't set up, you know, get them mixed up with the other lights that are already set. The BK just stands for back. Oof, storm's picking up in intensity.
Energy low.
Yes, yes. I know my power's low. It's not like I'm gonna run out of energy anytime soon, though. Alright. With all those all named, I should easily be able to find them in the control panel. And since I need to charge anyways, might as well do it at the med bay. I'm just going to set them up the same way as the other ones. 5 meters at 3.5 intensity. Much better. Much easier for you guys to see as well when I'm building in the dark. Excuse me, I might need to hydrate. Alright. I turned the volume down so the wind isn't as bad here. It was blowing my eardrums out before, which means it will probably hurt your eardrums. So the music's also unfortunately quieter here because I had to reduce the volume. That's on purpose. Just going up a couple of layers. Not gonna have. I would have liked to have gotten more done in this episode. I still got some time, but I'm not gonna get everything I wanted to do done. Now, this layer up here I'm undecided on. Do I want the 2 by 1 by 1 slope, or do I want the 1 by 1 corner block? So if I went with this one, it would give a full block of leeway between the ceiling and the hydrogen tank. Just need to clean up the mess I made. I do realize that building these walls limits the range of fire for the turrets up on top. There's that downside. The main issue I'm trying to solve here, though, is raise my solar panels up so they get better sunlight. Since they're no longer getting peak efficiency where they're currently at. Then I still need to figure out how to armor the rear. There's also the transition with the angles. I need to focus on one thing at a time. If I start focusing on too much, it's like brain just turns to mush. Oops, I keep missing. At least I didn't drop that armor block on the turret. That would have been bad. Yeah. Nope. Can you go on the corner, please? Nope. How many times have I missed setting that block down? I don't know what happened to the other one. I think I dropped 4 blocks on this side, but I've only found 3 so far. Nope. It doesn't look... Or maybe it was just 3. My question is, with higher walls, does that give better relief against the wind than it normally would? It would appear that it does. It would also appear that I didn't put the wall out far enough on one side from the other. That's gonna bug me until I fix it. I wish I'd noticed that during the recording, but I'm noticing it in the edit, which means I'll have to go back through and fix that at some point.
Tower reports convoy arrived.
Alright, while on the subject, I'm gonna put some more armor around the back here. Simply because the the hydrogen tank is not as well protected on this side as I would have liked. Looks like it's still nighttime by the stars. I also want to move Turkey at some point. The screens are right there, so it's a little hard to move the small harpy and watermelon harpy and sprout to either side of the elevator. And the dog is barking again. I put the record. Dog. It's not my dog, it's one of my roommate's dogs. Actually, it's... Yeah, I won't get into it any further. It doesn't like me. But to be fair, I'm not exactly fond of dogs. I'm personally a cat person. Love cats. They're my favorite mammal. Alright. That squares away the sides. Oh, just have to fret to weld up the inside windows. Not what I meant to do. I guess I'll work on try to figure out the rear armor a bit. If I had more small steel tubes, I might. Yeah, I'm low on small steel tubes. I've been welding up the railings, and I built the half-windowed blocks in the back over there. It used up a fair amount of small steel tubes. Yes, I had 724 at the start of this. I don't have 724 anymore, and I'm still having cargo issues. Annoying. Alright. Here it's pretty much so easy, I just have to keep that slope. But then I get back to where the stairwell is at, and I don't know what armor shape to put there. At least, I haven't figured out armor shape that flows. Then there's also the issue, if I put airtight hangar doors back here, how do I make a gap for the stairwell to come through? It's not airtight down below because that's where the ladder's at. To get back up on the watermelon in case I run out of fuel while in flight. So that area can't really be armored around. I mean, I can armor around it, but I can't make it airtight. This is why I don't think I'll make the lower deck airtight. The top deck, that I might be able to pressurize at some point, or maybe not pressurize it, just armor around it. That is the wrong color. That's better. So if I do, but then this will be the 2x1x1 slope back here. Do I just want to do the corner block for the full block? If that line's gonna work for me. This line right here on the corner, this is good. This area back here is the troublesome spot. Not quite sure what to do there. That doesn't look right. And then how is it gonna link up with the rest of the armor in the back? Oh, I didn't weld down here. I will, however, paint the watermelon color on a bit. Just to make it consistent with the rest of it, watermelon. Though I'm not planning on doing that on the floor on the inside. It might be a bit much for me. Well, that's gonna be about it for this episode. Oh, actually I have a couple minutes left. But yeah, I am coming down to the wire on this episode. guess armor a bit around the thrusters. Can't really do much else with them. So yeah, that's gonna be about it for this episode. I'll figure out some way to do the armor on the back on a later date. Because if I do this, then it doesn't flow with the bottom. There's no curvature there. I can't really do that. So this will be a problem for another episode. So I'll see you later. Bye. Take care of yourselves, and see you next time. That's it.